fascinating story here. Billionaires, the Koch brothers specifically, and their buddies. I mean, we're not sure exactly who's paying for this, but it's called Tea Party, and that's, either multimillionaire Dick Armey, billionaire Koch brothers, other multimillionaires who are involved. Anyhow, they're rewriting the history and reality of America. They are literally training activists in guerrilla internet tactics. I mean, yesterday, for example, somebody called during the show and said, and it wasn't a conservative who wanted to pick a fight with me, which I had frankly expected it was. when Julie said, "Oh, you got somebody who wants to ask about German corporate tax rates." So I looked at Wikipedia and German tax rates, and of course, it's been scrubbed by the right wingers, as has virtually all of Wikipedia. Just passing reference. Yes, that's a 15% rate. Oh, plus they do pay the aforementioned taxes. Stuff like that. I mean, it is astounding. I have told you the story of walking through a right-wing think tank and seeing cubicles full of young people, all of them with Wikipedia pages up. I have no idea if they're editing them or not. I'm not making that assertion, but that's my guess. And I know that people are being paid to do this kind of thing at home. And I would love to see a Wikipedia that's once again a Wikipedia, a genuine, what's his name? Jimmy Scales, the guy who came up with it, whatever his name is, the founder. His vision was, if enough people participate in this thing, it'll be the information commons, sort of like Jefferson's vision of America. And it's a beautiful vision. Jimmy Wales is his name. But tragically, what has happened is big money's gotten into the game. And so in order to get a true story, a straight story on how much German corporations pay in taxes, I had to go to a website that was not, it was like, Wikipedia was the first in the Google list, and I went to the third on the Google list, and there was the actual information in a fairly succinct fashion without lots and lots of obfuscation, confusion, and clear Heritage Foundation type language. But they're not just rewriting the history and the reality of America on the internet. Or maybe they are. Maybe actually this speaks to the whole internet, not just on Wikipedia. But even more so, consider this. This is a video that has been released by an organization that is keeping track of what the Tea Party is up to. It speaks for itself. It's a training session. There's a room full of people. Those of you who are listening on the radio as opposed to watching on television, what it is a room full of young people. I'd guess most of them are in their 20s. Given the help wanted ads that we've talked about on this program, and I've seen on Craigslist and others have seen and outed, probably working at home. This is a training seminar. They're probably working at home for $5, $10, $15, $20 an hour, or whatever it is, depending on their skill levels and how much they're putting in. And there's a guy up front who is, in front of a PowerPoint presentation, and he is teaching them what to do. Here it is.
We're going to go on this, we're calling the American Liberty Tour, where we go to 18 cities. We hold presentations like this, educational seminars. We do blogger breakfast, where we connect bloggers in the cities. And then we hold Liberty rallies at night to get people fired up. Right? We just turn over cars, set them on fire. Over 200 years ago, guys, a group of people just like you did something extraordinary. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. They were activists just like you. I truly believe that. They were activists then. We are activists now. Make no distinction about it. So what do? We become digital activists. We identify the medium, we learn the medium, we manipulate the medium. It was printing presses then, it's the internet now. That's where we influence the hearts and minds of our fellow citizens. The Tea Party's got us running up the hills. American majority is trying to give you the tools, the muskets, right? So, here's what I do. I get on Amazon, I type in liberal books. I go through and I say 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. The flip side is you need to go to a conservative, libertarian, whatever, go to their products and give them 5 stars. Okay? So literally, 80% of the books I put a star on, I don't read. So that's how it works. Okay? There's places, this is where your kids, I promise you, this is where your kids are getting information. Rotten Tomatoes, Flickster, those are places where you can rate movies, okay? So when you type in movies on healthcare or documentaries on healthcare, I don't want Sicko to come up. I don't want Michael Moore's to come up. So I always give it bad ratings. I spend about 30 minutes a day just. So that's guerrilla tactics. If there's a place to comment, a place to rate, right, a place to share information, you have to do it. That's how you control the online dialogue. Give our ideals a fighting chance.
Control the online dialogue. Now, those of you who could see that, at the very beginning, he was showing very fancy, beautifully decorated buses like the ones that the Koch brothers and Dick Armey pay for to move Tea Party people into things. This is a tour that's going all around the country, training people. Let me just show you again, if you can recue that, Sip, just the first 10, 15 seconds. Just play that.
We're going to go on this, we're calling it the American Liberty Tour, where we go to 18 cities. We hold presentations like this, educational seminars. We do blogger breakfast, where we connect bloggers in the cities. And then we hold Liberty rallies at night to get people fired up. Right? We just turn over
so
cars.
This is a well-funded, well-organized thing. And here's this toady guy, this guy up in front, who I would have used different adjectives yesterday with a little less sleep. Who's basically doing the work of the billionaires to destroy the middle class that I'm guessing he's a part of. I'm guessing this kid wasn't born with a $400 million trust fund or a multi-million-dollar trust fund like George W. Bush is. I'm guessing he's just a guy who's being paid, probably a decent salary. I mean, the right-wingers, they tend to pay $100,000, $150,000. Lobbyists in this town start out at $325,000 a year. He's probably being paid well by the Kochs or whoever it is. But he's basically betraying his own people.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
And by his own people, I mean the American people. These people to betraying the American people, going in and trashing my books, Michael Moore's movies, without even watching them.